Okay, I'm going to show you in this video how to use Excel's frequency function. You can pause the video and read the background, but I'll describe it briefly. Your data set is a series of radioactive counts, first of background with no sample in the counter, and second with about a gram of ground up black shale. Underneath Berea and much of the surrounding area is a layer of Devonian-era black shale, high organic matter, and fairly high in uranium. Our concern with the uranium is that in the decay sequence of uranium is radon, an unreactive noble gas but radioactive gas. So if radon gets in your house, your crawl space, your basement, and you breathe in an atom of radon, within a fairly short period of time, there are several decay events that form in your lung, perhaps polonium, lead, and other toxic heavy metals. So there's places in the town where you have to have active ventilation to get rid of the excess radon in the atmosphere of your basement. And it's blamed for a certain percentage, not exactly clear which, but a reasonable percentage of the lung cancers in the U.S. So our data set is here, and we'll highlight it. And we copy. And we paste, and we need to reformat that to get it into basically 2 columns of data. To save time, I've already done that. So I've got my 0 to 65 minutes of counts, and I don't really need that, but here's my background counts per minute, and my shale counts per minute. Now what we need to do for the frequency function is describe some categories into which we dump the count data. How many counts, how many 0 count per minute numbers are there? How many 2, 4, 6? So I've gone from 0 to 62 counts per minute by 2s for both the background and the shale counts. So what I do now is I highlight in the column to the right of my bins, as Excel calls them, my categories. I highlight the number of bins plus 1. That extra 1 is if there's any samples with more than 62 counts per minute, they will be output in that final cell. So I type in my formula, equals frequency, open paren. I want my data array. I'll do the background here. So there's my data. I go comma. Now it wants my bins array, my categories. There's that. Close paren. Now here's the trick. Let's go up and make sure I've spelled everything right. So if I hit just enter, it'll output only the first cell of output. To have it do it all, this is called an array formula. I have to hold down Shift, Control, and Enter. So an array formula requires that kind of format, Shift, Control, Enter, to enter the formula properly. You can see that up here in the formula bar that well, my goodness. I'll say OK. For some reason it has not. Let's okay, there. It got stuck as if I was going to edit it. This shows you in the formula bar the formula is enclosed in curly brackets, and that tells you it is an array formula, which the fact that it gave us the output tells you that as well. Okay, let's do the second one. Highlight the number of bins plus 1, and I say equal frequency, open paren. I want my shale counts, comma, I want my shale bins, close paren, control shift enter. All right. Now what we want to do, I'm going to plot this. Here's my background. I highlight that, but not that extra cell, just down to 62. And I want to insert a bar chart. And there's my bar chart. So that's got the data, and it looks kind of like a normal distribution, which kind of tells us we can do normal sort of statistics with it. But my x-axis, my category labels are just 1 through 32, the number of bins. What I actually want to do is I want to plot the bin numbers, like the 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So series 1, I want to edit the axis labels. So the axis label range will be here, my categories. And then that should, and I say OK, and OK. And now it's got 0 to 62 by 2s, which is what I want. All right. Now we right-click on the chart area, go to Select Data, and we want to add a series. The series name, we should put a name, but we won't at this point to save time. So we go to our series, our data, and here we highlight our frequencies, but not the one past 62. Okay, OK, and OK. So we've got a fairly nice visual display. Both of these, both of the data series approximate a normal distribution. We see a definite spread between the background and the shale. And so you'll want to pretty this up. You can get rid, not plot the ones where everything is 0, just to make it look prettier. And you'll end up with something perhaps like this. You can make the bars a bit wider and bolder colors. You can have a proper title. You can have a legend with series names properly done, axis titles, and just formatting, things like that. In another video, I'll show you how to do some of the built-in statistics functions to get some quantification. We've got a visual display, but what we want is some actual statistics to tell us whether these two series of counts are in fact statistically different. But that'll be enough for now.